I want to speak to an elephant that's in the room, or maybe two or three of them, where you have people who are doing work in the healing dimension. So they're holding space for people to heal themselves. Because in order for you to be healed, you have to believe that you can be. And sometimes you may need someone else to facilitate that healing for you or with you, not necessarily for you, but hold the space for you to be able to allow yourself to truly heal. And the reason that we say that healing is multi-layered is because there are some people who are healed from an aspect of something immediately, and then later on they may confront something as spirit or their spirit team sees fit for them to actually confront the other aspect. It's almost like having a puzzle that you solve, and then someone spins the table and says, now solve it from this angle here. And you will have people who will say, which are the elephants in the room, have you been trained to do this? And I want to speak to this, have you been trained to do this? Because most of the time in our lives, throughout most of this human existence, before you actually receive credentials of something, you are in practice of it. Actually, doctors practice medicine before they're doctors, and they're still practicing because they have a practice. And they are basing things off of results. Try this, come back, let me know if it works. If it does not work, we'll do something else. Within healing, spirit guides you onto, what type of space you need to hold for the person, and you may be the person that actually speaks to give to enlighten them on some areas that they may want to actually focus on and talk about and release, and just really allowing the work to be done. Not everybody is going to have a degree in that. Long before degrees existed, people were practicing, and they were practicing from experience, and they were very, very successful in their practice. And they would continue to do work. Herbalists, midwives, laymen, musicians, because people could heal through sound and frequencies, artists, you name it, was in practice of something. So the practice is your legitimacy. The practice, the genuine practice, the results that come from the practice, the confidence that comes from the practice, the release that comes from the practice, your ability to be able to hold space so someone can heal is the practice. That is your legitimacy. So when someone says, how do you know how to do that? Why would God give you the opportunity to do that? Who are you? You need a certain title for that. God created. And then he gave the light work to somebody else. Even in the holy books, he gave the light work to somebody else to name it, to make it more human for people to be able to swallow it, because it was too expansive for small minds that are not completely tuned in, that have so many questions, that don't want to understand and don't want to know anything that is outside of their comfort zone. So things were named to put them in their place. So now that you've been named and put in your place, it now limits you to how far that you will allow your mind, emotions, and your being to go, because you're held by those constructs, by those bounds. You're limited within yourself. No one did it to you. You did it to yourself by choice. It's not wrong, because some people like to be in a box. And if that's where you like to be, live in your box. And the elephants can protect your box from being crushed. But in the meantime, let spirit do its work and get out of our way. That's all we need. We don't need nobody. We don't need no yes men, no yes women. We don't need somebody to say, oh my God, I have a certificate. Are you in practice? I don't go to no spiritual healer and say, show me your certificates. I go because spirit sends me. I go because it ends up being a line that I meet that person multiple times. Spirit knows what I need to understand the legitimacy of something. And Spirit's so cold with it. Spirit knows what all of us need in order for us to believe something. Just a tiny bit of belief. And will put us in front of somebody that can hold space for us to experience something that we've never experienced before. So, yes, our practice is our degree. Our practice is our legitimacy. Our practice is the thing that we wear. It is our armor. It is our birthright. It is the thing that gives us permission to be all that we can be. And if you have questions, you take it up with Source, God, Allah, and all that is. Not with me. Not with nobody else. Because you have your own practice. And that's what your business is. Your practice.